can't be 25, being settled in the job, with a house. I said, ain't no way, I'm not done being a fun girl yet. I said, I'm not ready to settle down. Hey guys, welcome back to my Dubai Diaries. This is the third episode. In the previous episode, we talked about the cons of Dubai, what it's like being a teacher in Dubai. And today we're a bit different. Today we're taking a bit more personal reflection on why the hell I'm even in Dubai. So get comfy, grab a hot drink, grab a blanket if you're in the UK because I know it's cold. Let's talk why I left UK. So I kind of want to start this by saying leaving the UK was not an irrational decision. I know many people think because the way I am, many people think, oh, she just did it for fun, she did it for bands, or she would have just thought of it one day to decide I'm going to go to Dubai. This was a well thought out plan for me. And I really feel like for you as well, it needs to be a well thought out plan because uprooting yourself from your safety, your comfort, your family, your friends, probably your job security, probably your housing situation to come to the complete unknown by yourself is not easy. So please just don't do it irrationally. Don't make a rash decision. Maybe you're a spontaneous person who likes adventure, but I'm not that person. I like to plan, be organized. So yeah, I would just recommend if you are planning to move abroad, don't do it irrationally. As for me, I went to university, and after my second year of university, I did a year abroad, and I lived in Madrid, Spain for 10 months. Guys, best year of my life. I think because obviously I was 21, 22 or something, very little responsibilities. Obviously I was working out there, but wow, life was amazing. Life was fun. I think maybe even better than my time in Dubai so far. But maybe because in Dubai, I'm still an adult. I am living my best life as well, but I am still an adult. But when I was in Madrid, the biggest worry I had was writing a 2,500 word essay and, taking care of some kids. That was my biggest issue. Other than that, it was life. And that really, at that point, I had known since year 11-ish, I wanted to be a teacher. And then after that year in Madrid, I was like, I need to be an international teacher. I need to move abroad and so forth. So I remember going back home after uni, and I remember telling my parents, I was like, guys, can't lie, when I finish uni, I'm going to move abroad. I don't know where. And I remember them just being like, oh, God. My dad even said to me once, he was like, Esther, don't forget, you need a family. I was like, I'm gonna live my life, Dad. I remember I always had this desire to become an international teacher, to move abroad and teach abroad, right? And I'm so grateful to God that I've been able to fulfill this desire. It's only through Him, His divine intervention, His power, His grace, I'm actually able to be here. So thank you, Lord. It was my idea that I would work in the UK for 3 years and then I'll go teach abroad. That was always supposed to be sort of my plan. And then the way that it actually works is a bit crazy. So I did I qualified as a teacher 2021. I worked in an amazing school. I've said this in my previous video. I loved my school. I loved my colleagues. I loved the students. Life was actually pretty good. I even bought a house, I think 2 years prior. I'd purchased a house. Life was comfy. Financially, I was stable as well. I had my mum a 3-minute drive away from me. I had my family around me. I had everything good, everything clean, everything crisp. But despite the fact that everything was good, I just had this itch, guys. I just knew inside of me that this wasn't it. I'll be real. I had a quarter-life crisis, guys. I remember I was 25 years old. Right now I'm 26. I had a quarter-life crisis. I was like, I can't be 25, being settled in the job, with a house. I said, ain't no way, I'm not done being a fun girl yet. I said, I'm not ready to settle down, which sounds crazy, I know, but I just had this fire within me that I said, I'm not ready to just sort of take a back seat in life again. I'm not ready to just lock it off now, go have a family and get married. I was like, I'm not ready, which sounds crazy, I know. So I remember very clearly, it was around October of around 2023, and I was seeing this guy or whatever, and then we basically ended, right? And I remember that was a very pivotal moment for me. I was like, I have nothing really holding me back here now in the UK. there's nothing forcing me to be here in the UK. Like, yeah, there's my house, but I can either sell that or I can either rent it out. There's nothing really holding me back. And I remember being like, I'm going to do it. Next year, I'm going to move abroad. And it was crazy. It was a crazy realization. So I remember, first of all, going to go speak to my head teacher. And you know what it's like being a teacher? You can't just up and leave. Like the notice period is like 3 months. It's crazy, right? So I remember going to my head teacher and I was like, listen, because out of respect, like how much I respect him as a person, I was like, listen, I am going to be applying for different jobs. Like when I called the meeting to go talk to him, he thought I was going to tell him that I was pregnant or something. He was like, oh yeah, there's no way she's leaving. I'm sorry, Ian, I'm sorry. I didn't say I'm leaving, I said I'm looking to leave, because as soon as you start applying for these jobs, of course, other schools and so forth can contact your head of department, contact your head teacher for references. So I knew I had to tell them before I even start applying, right? So I remember telling my head of department, of course, she was like, oh, is there anything else I can do? There's an offer and so forth. And I was like, I just know that this is something that I need to do. It's not like I want to leave the school. I just knew I needed to go and challenge myself in another way. And so I did. So it was that made me leave. And really and truly, I was at a point in my time in my life where I just felt very stagnant. I felt like I wasn't really pushing myself anymore. I knew my content, I knew my students, I knew my colleagues, I knew everything. Well, I wasn't everything, but I knew I was comfortable, and I don't think I'm the type of person who can be comfortable. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense? So the first job I applied for ends up actually being the one I got. So they asked for me to apply via TES, and they also asked me to email them my CV and also like a few things about me. So I basically read the job advert and I sort of tailored that to my email. Saying they emphasized things like professional development, and I said the different courses I've been on. I was doing an MPQ, LCD, and so forth. Mentioned all of that stuff, and I remember it was a morning. I was in the gym, and I got the email that I've been shortlisted for an interview. I was like, oh my god, I'm getting shortlisted for an interview. To me, it didn't feel real. It was like October. I would have started the job in August the following year, so it felt like a bit of fun, right? Anyways, thank God the interview was scheduled during a half term, and it was scheduled at 7 a.m. my time, which I think for October would have either been 10 or 11 a.m. their time. So I had an interview with HR first, and that was fine. I remember I had like my business, like my serious top, like on top, and I had like shorts on bottom. Just asked me general questions about my qualifications, who I am, and so forth. That was fine. Got an email a few weeks later saying something like, well done, you've been shortlisted for now the second interview. My second interview was the head of department. So I interviewed with her, she asked me more like English specific questions, more like pedagogical questions and so forth. And that was good. And I really liked that. And then didn't hear from them for a few weeks. Got a bit nervous, not gonna lie to you. At this point in time, I was still applying to other jobs here, there, and everywhere. And I remember I was on holiday. I took a solo trip to Spain. And I remember emailing them and just being like, guys, I haven't heard from you in a while. Could you let me know, please? And then it took like another week after that for them to get back to me. They said they had a KHDA. KHDA is basically like the Ofsted's inspection, things like a really serious. So they're preparing for KHDA, and they'd also had KHDA at that point, and they said, so sorry about that. But like, yeah, congratulations, you've got the job. And I remember this again, it was in the morning, I was in the gym, I was in the change room, and I was about to go shower. I checked my phone, I saw the email. I said, there ain't no way. And I remember I was worrying, I think I had a church Alpha. If you don't know about Alpha, go search Alpha, the Christian community. I remember I had Alpha maybe on the Monday, and I remember writing in my prayer journal something like, God, please, I'm entrusting this in you. I kid you not, less than 24 hours, not even 12 hours later, in the gym in the morning, I got the email said I got the job. It was crazy. The first job I applied to. So at that point, I was like, guys, man's out of here. You UK man, bless. Man's gone. Since then, many people have been asking me why Dubai? Sometimes they give me that side eye, why Dubai? But listen, I just need sun. I'm a black girl, man. I need sun. I am vitamin D deficient. So what the hell? I need something. even though I'm not actually outside that much because it's too hot. But still, like, for me, I was under the impression that Dubai salaries are amazing, which apparently they once were. Yeah, they aren't anymore. Like, they're decent, it's okay. I'm living a good life, but it's not what I thought. But I don't know. I think I liked the idea of city, but I also like the idea of, like water, like being at the beach as well. But I also just liked I like luxury. Let me not even try and water it down. I like luxury. I like fast cars. I like nice cars. I like nice things. I like nice malls. I like it. I like it. I'm in Dubai. Dubai wasn't even really on my hit list. It was just, I was looking for jobs. Like, when on TED, you can literally search for jobs all around the world. I applied for a job in the Seychelles once. I applied for a job in one other small country near America. Like, I really, really applied to a whole variety of countries. And Dubai is the one that I even applied to a job in Mexico. Imagine me in Mexico. Oh, God save those people if I went there. But yeah, I just like Dubai landed, on my doorstep, and here I am now, living in Dubai. The process of coming out here was really wild because, like I said, I got the job in October, right? And I didn't have to move until August. That was a whole 9-month waiting period. And it didn't feel real. And then it started getting real around about, I think, like May time. And I was like, raw, like, I'm leaving. I'm leaving my family. I'm leaving my friends. I'm leaving my house. I put my blood, sweat, and tears into buying that house. I'm gonna leave the house. It was crazy, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I'm laughing because it was actually so cringe. I remember in the run up to it, right, in like the months really approaching August, every single time I'd be with my friends, I'd be with my sister especially, and every time, let's say we would drink, a bit tipsy, guys, the tears that will fall from my eyes, the waterfalls that will fall from my eyes, like, I don't want to go. Why am I going? I'm so dramatic. But like, it was crazy because I feel like I really needed that period of time of developing myself before I came out here. And it was only by God that I was able to have that chance, because between that time, I developed myself in terms of my faith. So my faith grew a lot. I don't know what it was between like March and August, my faith really grew a lot. I joined a Bible study, and that has become so pivotal to my maintaining of my foundation here, like literally here and here, like this is like my Bible study area. And I don't think I would have instilled within me those habits had I not had that time period of before I even came out to Dubai. Not everyone needs it. Some people, I know I had one of my colleagues, literally, he got the job 2 weeks, he came out to Dubai. I personally am that type of person. I needed to frame myself, frame my mind before I came out here. And guys, I said this in one of my TikTok videos, like, you need to prepare yourself before you come to Dubai. Dubai, in the most respectful sense, is an absolute playground. You can lose yourself if you come to Dubai with money, which hopefully you should, by the way, because it's expensive. But when you come to Dubai with money, you can get anything you want. Right now, kind of the other day, I did a couple of deadlifts, 125 kg. I did a couple of deadlifts, right? My back's a little sore. I know my form was bad. But if I really wanted, I could call a masseuse right here, right now, to come right now. I hate mopping, guys. I actually hate mopping. I could call someone to come and mop my yard. My balcony is dusty. I could call someone to come clean it. I see where to iron my shirts. I could call someone to come iron it. It's not even just stuff like that. It's the fact that you can, if I want to go out every single night in Dubai, you can, because Dubai is a holiday destination. People come here all days of the week, right? And the thing is as well, being a lady in Dubai, you're living life to an extent, right? Because there are so many ladies' nights, so many like free ladies' nights. If not free, then heavily discounted at least, which means really and truly you have the means to go out every night. If not that, at least brunch every weekend. My first couple of months, guys, I'm not even gonna lie to you. And if you had me on socials in my first couple of months in Dubai, you'd be like, Esther, do you have a home? Why are you always outside? Every weekend you're outside. Guys, I can't lie though. There was what November? November was lit. Come Dubai in November. Oh my God, lit. Weekend motive every weekend. Oh my gosh. But I digress. you can lose yourself. So please just come here prepared. And I think that time I had before coming to Dubai, I was really able to ground myself, really reflect on who I am, what I want, and so forth. And I think that's really, really helped me here in Dubai. So if you could do that, that would be great. I'm quite conscious that this is turned into a bit of a ramble, but nonetheless, let's continue. But yeah, guys. So like, I'm here in Dubai now, and do I regret it? Do I regret leaving the UK? I don't regret it at all because I've grown so much. There is no way in hell that I would have been doing this right now if I was still in the UK. I have only been here for like 8.5, nearly 9 months. Dubai has forced me to step out of my comfort zone so much and push myself in ways so much. I've made some incredible friends. Shout out Flo, shout out Amanda, shout out Steph, shout out Christina, shout out Charlotte, shout out everyone. Like, I've made incredible lifelong friends here, and I've gone to some like empowerment events. I've developed like a sort of like a mini platform on TikTok that I'm able to like talk on and yap on. Like I've grown so much. My resilience has grown. My ability to adapt and be flexible in different situations has grown. My patience has grown, especially on these roads. Even if I'm just here for a year, which I don't plan to be, I am so grateful because I have grown and developed a lot as a person. So do I regret leaving the UK? I don't. Do I plan on going back to the UK? 100%. Guys, Dubai is a holiday destination. You can't even retire in this country. Like, they don't even let you retire here. Like the most you can get is like a 10-year golden visa. Like, bro, you can't retire here. So I will move back to the UK when, only God knows. But this place is not forever. This place is somewhere that is beneficial to me right now as I'm 26, turning 27. And I just pray to God that I can continue to grow and develop so that when I do go back to the UK, I'm going to go back with a more positive mentality. And yeah, I'm not quite sure what the purpose of this video was, but I hope you've gathered something from it nonetheless. Yeah, I think next episode we're talking about more so who should come to Dubai and who should not come to Dubai. Because guys, there are a whole lot of people who should not move to Dubai. All right, guys, I'm going to go to the gym now. Bye.